Hello, everybody. I am back. Welcome to the Heavenly Traveler Workshop, where we are working on this beautiful Angel Therapy Heavenly Traveler Journal. And I hope you've been enjoying the series so far. It definitely has been fun for me. And remember, we put a magnet there. This was laminated. I like that. And we made this nice little bookmark. Super sweet. From a beautiful book that we have. I'm going to stick that right there for the moment. Nice little necklace dangling here. But I was looking at what do I want to do next in this beautiful Heavenly Traveler junk journal. And I was actually thinking about, first of all, using this from a paper pack that I have that I've been using in this journal. I love this, where I could like cut around this. It's thin paper, right? But I just think it's so pretty to where I can actually use this for a pretty layout in this journal. So what page do we want to do it on is the question. So far, there's a couple of things I want to do. So we're just going to carry on. I'll be adding more to this, but I haven't decided how I want that to be yet. Oopsie doodle. Of course, we will be adding more to these pages. That page. I'm thinking I want to go. I really love this tea-dyed, coffee-dyed paper. That's so pretty. What if? So I'm just trying to decide which page I want this to be on. This could actually be in the center. Wouldn't that be pretty? All right. So first thing I want to do is I definitely want to make this a little bit thicker. So I want to glue this onto some cardstock. Is a thing. So I'd like this to be a tuck spot like over here. Then I'm going to fussy cut this out. Put this up at the top corner over here. That'd be pretty. Wouldn't that be pretty? Let's see here. Create to our heart's content. That's what we're all about. This is going to be a real pretty little pocket situation here. All right, so I guess the first thing I need to do is I'm going to trim it about right there. So here we're going to go with it. I've got a lot here on my desk. There's no wrong way about it. Let's go. This is a Fiskars paper trimmer. And I'm going to trim it right about here. And then, like I said, this is going to be trimmed around, but I want to glue this whole piece down to a piece of cardstock. So let's do that first. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and trim again, just to the edge of the hand there. All right. And of course we can use that. And let's find some cardstock that I have that I can use. Oh, look, I found that. Okay, will it fit on here? I have a scrap piece that I wrote on. I'm thinking that that's actually going to work. So really, because I know that I'm not going to be using that piece, so it doesn't need to be glued down to here. So let's see if we can, I'm going to try the glue stick. Y'all know this is not the glue stick I typically use, but I've run out of my Scotch create glue sticks. So I'll have to do the best I can with what I have right now. And hopefully this will actually do the job. Let's go on ahead and, like I said, I want this to be sturdier, which is why I am, let's see here. All right. So glued that down. Now let's grab our book out again here. Decide where did we want it, y'all? We got to find our page again. Did we decide we wanted it in the center? Okay, so yeah, we got plenty of space. So what I'm going to do is, excuse me, kind of just like fussy cut around here, just a little bit. Nothing extreme, just somewhat. Okay. That's a good start, right? And I would like to give it a little bit more of a little bit closer to just a little bit more of a fussy cut, basically. Let's see here. Let's come around to here a little bit. And then how about we just go straight across right there. All right. That is really neat. Okay. Really like that. So this can be like a tuck spot. What I'll need to do is score, add tape. Let's do it. We've got a little bit of a mess going on here. But that's really the best way to go about it. Let's see here. Alrighty then. Basically, I want to score it right on the edge there. And then here. Of course, I'll be cutting that off. And score right here. Oh, that scoring is taking some of that butterfly, but that's all right, because we definitely want a pocket, which is why I'm scoring it. All right. And I'll just cut that off a little bit. So, I just thought that paper was really pretty. So there we have a little bit of the butterfly. And I definitely want to, well, first, what I'll do is I'll add a little bit of tape right here. Let's add the tape. Let's add the tape. That way we'll know where to cut. Yep. So, open sesame. Okay, order in the court. We need to ink it first, so that way I know where to put the tape. Using the Distress Oxide Vintage Photo. And just going ahead and ink around. And creating, it's so much fun. I love the fact that with these Heavenly Traveler junk journals, they just, not a one of them are the same, right? Just create as you go along. All right, now we have inked that up properly. Let's then add our tape. So here we go. Looks like that glue stick is working pretty decent. I didn't need all of that there, but oh well. Let's, we're gonna put that there. And then add this here. In this way, this will be a nice little pocket. Nice little pocket tuck spot, whatever you want to call it. Burnish the double-sided tape down so it doesn't pop up. To trim that off. I have scissors. Let's find the scissors. Hello. So let's go ahead and cut this off there. And then we can actually, I'm wondering if I want to actually go a little bit more on the, a little bit more of an angle, y'all. Just because that's a better way to go about. Just a tad. That one already has its angle. I put a little angle here. And then, super easy. I used my lace to mark that out for me. We're going to put this pocket over here. Let's see, we're going to have it like that. Let's do it. And so this is why it's important not to get rid of your scraps. It's my writing. Remember, you want to put the sides down first, because anything going in, we don't want it to get caught up on there on the bottom. Okay, see now look, the paper's kind of lifting up here. Let's glue that down. Use a little art glitter glue. Okay. That's the pretty paper we used, y'all. It's deciding to come up a little bit. Making sure that's good there. Okay. Put our little needle in here. All right. Now let's I'm going to put this right here on the corner. Down here. Can you see what I'm doing here? Basically lining it up on the bottom of the page here. And as best I can. So let's burnish this down so it doesn't go anywhere. So that's a nice little tuck spot, don't you think? And we can add anything we want to. So postcards is totally appropriate. Add a couple of them there. So those are index cards rather. And I can design those and make those pretty too as well. So remember how I talked about this? We could actually how do we want this to be? This one could actually go up like this. Wouldn't that be pretty? Remember how I thought that it would look really pretty to have this up at the corner here of this page? I like that. Let's cut. Let's do a little rough cut. I think I would like this just for decoration on the page. I'm going to trim this real quick. I have an idea. So you can see what I'm doing. It's like I said, I'm a little bit out of space here, but I'm thinking on maybe putting this a little bit on an angle. We can actually trim that edge there to make it match. Okay, just because. I don't know why I do some things, actually. I thought. Back to our creation. Now, this can go up here. And things could be tucked up like that. Or we can add this here as a nice little... I'm thinking that's exactly what we're going to do. And we'll do a little fussy cutting around there too as well. Let's find some more cardstock and glue it down. I have some. Will this fit? This is already scored. We could actually glue this to here. This is in my cut-off pieces that I did not use. How about it? I think that's a good idea. So what I'm going to do is simply add glue to the back of here. And add it and then cut it down. See, don't toss your scraps. I have just tons of them. I should show y'all. I need to take you on a little field trip here in the Heavenly Traveler Workshop because there's an awful lot of extra that I don't get rid of because if it can be reused. It can be used, like as in the case of this situation right here. So I'm just going to wrap this around right here. Let's see. And glue that down. Now what we can do actually is, once again, kind of rough cut, fussy cut, just to give it a little different look. I think that would be pretty. And then kind of just go around, and when you first start wanting to do this, maybe don't go so close right off the bat to the image, and that way you can make up your mind as to how you would like it to turn out. So I'm liking that. And of course I will keep that. And so there we have. Let's ink it up. And that way, I just want to tell you there's no wrong way to go about creating these Heavenly Travelers. Spiritual Breadcrumb Trail Journal. No wrong way. create to your heart's content. And then we want to find the center again. Where are we? We're right here. Here's another pocket over here. So we need to add some double-sided tape here to the back of this. And also, by the way, this needs to be cut. Yeah, that'll do, pig. So I guess I could have waited to cut it, but you know, it is what it is. Go ahead and add this tape. There, and see, nope, that did not work that way. Oh dear. I'll have to cut that in a minute. Okay. Did I leave enough? I put too much. Okay. This is why I always like to cut after I put the tape on, because situations like this. Yeah. Gotta remove that extra. Let's burnish this down. All right, and then let's get our little corner pocket. You can use anything, scrap paper, to create these little pockets, like I'm showing you here. Okay, we once again want that first. Let's go ahead and add it. Make sure y'all can see what I'm doing here. And here is the page that we are wanting to add it to. Let go. I'm going to line it up on the edge of the page here as best I can. Okay. And you notice this isn't exactly straight. It does not need to be. So there we have. We've created those two pockets right there. And keeping in mind, we do have this left over. That could be used for a tag. Don't know. Is that a little bit too much? Keeping a little bit too much there, y'all. Okay, so where did my butterfly? There is another piece of cutoff paper from here. I just don't know where it is now. Okay, that's all right. I'll find it. All right, so just created these two pockets here like that. The neat thing is I left this part open on the side to where it could actually, piece of paper can go right like that, all the way out. I could have done that, but I felt like it was not going to be secure enough. So anyway, I will definitely add something to the top of these pages because I want them to be a little bit more secure. But as you can see, as creating these beautiful junk journals, I will actually go kind of hop around a little bit. I have found some more of this paper that you'll see in the beginning here with the lace. And then I edged it, right? Now I need to do the same with the back of the book. I found this pretty archangel from my angel book. So I'm wanting to actually create the same effect as with the pocket with the angel right here on the back cover, right? Back here. So that's that page. And I really want to do the same thing as I did here, pretty much. I think it would look kind of neat, just like bookends. So let's see here. Let me pull you out a little. This book is really big. So I guess the first thing we're going to do here, we're going to emulate. All right. So I'm going to go with an inch. Is that what I'm going to go with? Like an inch and a half by, let's mark this. I'm going to cut it to right about here. All right. You have to wonder, was that the cutoff piece that I used? Huh. Interesting. Okay. All right. I think that's interesting. So we're going to cut that off right there. Okay. And I believe it's like an inch and a half, in my opinion. Yeah, that's an inch and a half. Sure. Yeah, that's it. And then with that, well, interesting. We'll see how that goes. All right. I'm going to cut this off. So this is 12 inches right here, right? 12. So we're going to go 10 and a half here to create our inch and a half right here. Okay. Now we have a nice, if you will see, for later on down the road, this totally will fit if I want to do a page with this. Wouldn't that be nice? All right. I was quite happy that I found that. So I think I'm going to start with this right here. Goes right there. But we need to score this at a 1/2 inch. So that way we can properly fold it. So right here is about right where I want it. I think I would want a little bit more. Let's go there. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is what we're looking for here. Oh, how nice is that going to be? Yep. So I kind of tried to plan a little bit ahead with y'all on this, just to, so I'm going to use the, first of all, I'm going to add a little bit of ink to the edges here, just because I think it's pretty that way. No rhyme or reason, just because I happen to like that lick in this book. With all the tea-dyed, coffee-dyed paper, and I say tea coffee because it was coffee and tea combination, so all right. And then all we got to do is add a little bit of glue. I'm just going to add a little bit of this 3-in-1 glue here. Hope you're enjoying this journey of the Heavenly Traveler Angel Therapy Crafting Heals the Soul series. All right. We are on the right. Ooh. So I got to turn this like this because I really want this to match up right here. There we go, right there, and that's where it will fold. Let me see here. And let's see. We did. Okay. There, like that. Add a little bit of glue right here. Glue this down here. And so it's not going to go anywhere. stabilizes that. I like that. Super pretty. And then we will add, because we're going to add our lace right here. Let's see which side is. Let's go ahead and cut this down to the size that we would like it to be. So first of all, I want to trim that right there. Just a tad. And then, because that's going to go there. Looks to me like that'll be about right. All right. Then let's add our glue. Y'all can see what I'm doing here. So, just add a little bit of glue. Just lid on my glue here. Then just simply attach that like that. There we have that. And it's, once again, similar to what's going on here, only, pull you up. Apparently, I decided to go, let's see here, with that edge up. Okay. Okay. Being that we want it to be the same. So we are. Attach that down. Good thing I took a look. All right. So we'll add a strip over here, of course, to frame the page, as is in the case of here. We'll add. Yeah, so it's really neat. Once you create a design, you can actually duplicate the design with different, but if you have the same one, that'd be nice too as well. So maybe I do this a little bit different than I did the first one, right? Just maybe a tad. We'll see. But I definitely know that I remember how I burnt this paper, this copy paper, in the oven. I cooked it. So what I need to do is, as I did on the front here, this beautiful angel, I'm going to add that back here as well. Though this page is not as wide, and I definitely want to preserve as much of this picture as possible. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have to add something. Or what if, okay, I have an idea. What if I doubled that right up? Okay, so I have an idea. Okay, let's try this. First of all, we're going to trim this. Okay, you can see what I'm doing here. Trim that. All right. Then as well, oops, we need to figure out how tall this needs to be. So let's mark it. So we just need to trim off a little bit here, just a tad. Yeah, we're going to trim off about that much. Start with that, y'all. Then, okay, so if you can see what I'm doing here, I just hop this up here, trim that off. Also, as well, need to corner around. Are y'all crooked? Did I knock you? Let me make sure. Oh, so far so good. Oh, I did knock you. My apologies. Okay. That happened. So I'm actually going to corner around it because that's how we have the other one as well. And then I'm going to score right here. This is what I'm going to use to keep this secure. I think that's a great idea. Let's check it out and see what happens. So, my score, I'm going to have to be a little bit careful with this. Because I don't want to tear my paper. Here. All right. Now, so I'm going to fold it. Oops. Fold it where I scored. See, I needed to, being that this is wider than the original pocket that I need to actually stabilize, I figured what I could do is like double that up, and that'd give it a little bit more strength. So here, I want to tuck that under there. Okay, which means I'm going to have to kind of bring that in a little bit like that. I have to see if we can get that to fit in. Okay. So that way, yeah. So perfect. And then that pocket will slide right in there. Okay, I like that. And what that means is we'll add the slippery glue. Let's ink it up real quick. So that way it's pretty. And oops. Okay. Then what we're going to do is, so we'll have to add, we're going to just have to glue it and go for it. And let it slip around. First of all, I definitely, if I can get my glue to come out. All right. And then we'll see how well we can do on this here, y'all. You're watching it as it happens. And all right. Hopefully I put enough glue on there to, if not, we'll add more. We'll add more when we need to. And basically, we're going to need to kind of slip this down here, figure out where we want this to be, how far down we want this to the edge of this page, right? And like that. And there we have secured that pocket. Very nice. No wrong way to go about doing this. And then what we will do is I will also create another folder for back here as well. So that's next to come. So let's review what we did today. Created these pretty pockets and then reinforced this, added the lace here, trim there. Thank you so much for joining me here as we are creating this beautiful Heavenly Traveler Angel Therapy junk journal. There's so much more to come. I hope you enjoy. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoy the creation of this Heavenly Traveler journal. And I hope you have a most beautiful day. Thank you so much. Don't forget to join me on my other YouTube channel, Pamela.live. And thank you for subscribing to the Heavenly Traveler YouTube channel as well. Have a most beautiful day. And as always, carry on.